Hi everyone, I'm back to this video. As you'll probably notice, it's a little different this week. Normally I do a haul straight away, but for the first time ever I decided to try and film some footage at the car boot this morning. It's not something I will be doing every week because I found it very distracting, and I think it hampered me looking for things because I was more worried about where the camera was pointing. But as I filmed the footage, I thought I'd put it out as a video. So what I'm going to do is upload the haul as a separate video because I didn't want to put the car boot footage on the front of the haul and then people just switch off the video instead of watching the haul, because the hauls are the ones that people want to watch, I think. So as I said, I won't be doing this every week. Maybe, I don't know, once a month I might try and do this. I don't know. Don't hold me to anything because I don't know what I want to do in the future. But I'll put this video out, see if it does well. If it does really well, then I'll try and obviously do more. So leave me any comments down below. What do you think of the walk around the car boot video? If it's rubbish, let me know. If you like it, let me know. And obviously that will motivate me whether I do it again in the future. So yeah, the haul video will be out today, just later on today. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. So this is the first car boot I usually go to. I'll explain what's going on here. Basically, they let the sellers set up at 6:30 in the morning, but they don't let any buying or any buyers in until 7:30. So you can see us queuing here. There are a few people who don't queue. They just hang around the sides. And yeah, just waiting for the lady to say go, which she does in a minute. And then everyone piles in down this first row. The first row is mainly traders and the same people that are there every week. So what I tend to do is to beat the crowds. I go round the edge, which we'll see in a second. So I go, there's a few other people, I go down the edge here and sort of join after this first row, because the first row you seem to see the same people in the same places every week. They must get there early. So I join sort of like halfway along the car boot, and then I go back to the traders at the end just to have a look, but usually there's nothing there. So this is the car boot, a nice sunny morning. I'll point out anything in particular when I see it. So there are a few Star Wars puzzles there, nothing spectacular. I'm trying to stay away from puzzles because every time I pick one up it seems to be incomplete. There's always pieces missing, which is really annoying. So unless they're sealed or look like they're in really good condition, I try and stick away from puzzles now. There was a speak out there that was sealed. I have still got some speak outs. Board games are something that for some reason I can't really get around to listing because I've got to check all the bits and everything. I've really got to get on that. So yeah, there are a lot of board games around. Last year I would have picked them all up, but no, I've got too many at the moment, so I'm literally trying to stay away from board games if I can, unless it's something really unique.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So there's another row. There's sort of offshoots to this car boot. So I decided to go at the back because it looked quite quiet and people weren't going up there. Yeah, there's this store here. There's a massive amount. Back in the day last year I would have been all over this store because it's got puzzles and games and everything, and I'd be picking it all up. But as I said, trying to stay away from that sort of stuff at the moment, just because it's big and bulky and I don't have the room to store it or get around to listing it. Getting more puzzles.
Oh, hello. You alright? Oh, that's not your young house today.
No, she's at uni.
But you can kind of get a feel for the kind of stalls that are at this car boot. I mean, you do get a few traders like this plant person, but there's a lot of family sellers here, lots of toys and things. That's the kind of stuff I like picking up. Media, if it's good media.
I don't know really.
I film a bit at the Tesco Trader car boot later on in this video, so you can compare these sorts of stalls to the ones that are there, and you'll see why I don't particularly like the other car boot. There's some top trumps on that stand. I passed by that stall twice before picking them up. I just didn't see them. So I think we're getting close to my first purchase of the day. I think it's in a couple of stalls' time. There was lots of toys at this stall. I did look at this stall more carefully later on. There was a Sylvanian family's house there, but again, I've got 3 in my stock room that I haven't listed yet, so I did leave it. So yeah, this stall is the one that I made my first purchase from. Hidden in the back there, you'll see some Daleks.
No, don't worry.
One's a remote controlled one, the battery cover's missing and the batteries were leaking, so I don't know whether it would be worth it or not. It was only 50p. And there was a bigger one that was a shower gel bottle. It's empty obviously, but that was £1, so I picked both those up.
Oh, there anyway.
Thanks, 50p. I could do, 150 for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see them there, the 2 Daleks.
What's the 50?
Perfect. That's great, perfect, thank you.
How much is your Doctor Who for?
£3?
Yeah, take that.
There you go, thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, so my phone was in my pocket during that transaction. Basically, it was a Doctor Who Mox Balhoun figure, which was on this stall. I'm just about to show you. That was £3, which for a boxed figure is really good. Even though it was a low value Doctor Who figure, I still picked it up. So yeah, I don't always see Doctor Who stuff at car boots, but yeah, the first 2 purchases were Doctor Who related. So I'll go past the stall and see a Cluedo. I did look inside it at this point. Unfortunately, quite a lot of the stuff was creased inside, which was unusual, but yeah, it hadn't been treated very well, so I left it. Then we passed by the top trump stall again, I think, in a second here. And the black shelving, the top trumps. There's Rubik's Cube somewhere as well, I picked it up, but I picked those up later on from that stall. It's not on camera.
250 each or whatever I could get.
Yeah.
So they're centimetres, so 100 centimetres width. But that is the ruched. Yeah. If you want them a little bit more open, then they're wide.
How much are the mugs?
The Catherine Kitson one.
So this lady found some Kath Kidson mugs, which I would have been tempted to pick up, but she got there first, unfortunately. Now we get onto this stall. You'll see there's some Build-A-Bears just behind this lady who was in front of me. She was like blocking the way quite a lot of the time.
Did you do all right last week?
Eventually I got around her. She was mainly interested in, there was a couple of Marvel Build-A-Bears there. She picked those up. There was a Star Wars one as well she picked up. You see her pick up there. But she wasn't touching the My Little Pony ones because she was looking for boys ones.
Would you take a tenner for the three?
Not at the moment, I don't think, sorry.
I have got experience picking up these My Little Ponies. The two I picked up were a bit more unusual, Princess Luna and Princess Celestia. She wanted £4 each for them.
Lovely, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Which wasn't too bad. So I picked them up. There's a Lego Friends set there. It had been opened, so I was a bit dubious, so I didn't pick that up. Try and steer away from open Lego if I can, just because it just gets really annoying trying to sell it off if it's not complete.
Which I did to a point, but it was booked in with toys. And
But the thing is,
More media. On my sort of second go round the car boot, I usually look into the media more closely. I just glance over it. So what I tend to do on my first walk around, I just do a quick skim of the stalls, see if anything stands out at me. I don't spend ages on my first walk around. On my second walk around it's much slower, and yeah, I might miss out on things if I do that, but you kind of have to go around quickly, because if there's something that sticks out at you, it will stick out to someone else and they'll buy it before you. So that's what I tend to do. I don't know if it's good strategy or not, but that's what I do when I go to the car boots, most of the time anyway. So now we're getting off. There was another offshoot that was quite quiet, and there's a stall coming up that really stuck out at me because it was full of action figures. There's a Noah's Ark puzzle there. I picked that up before. I've still got it for sale. I should have picked it up, so I've got a multiple listing, but never mind. But yeah, as I said, there's a stall coming up that's full of action figures. So I was really happy to see that when it comes up. Here it is. Most of them are Marvel. I did ask him if he had any Doctor Who or Star Wars, and he said no, just these little figures that are on the front. They're character building, and he wanted £1 each for them. I was umming and ahhing, and I did go back later.
I'm asking £1 each. So
Off camera, and picked them up for all of them for £5.
Go on then, I remember Thundercat. Even I remember a Thundercat. Yeah.
Really, I'll buy all this stuff.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's the action figure stall again. I was still contemplating whether to pick them up or not. Now there was a bag there with more in, but I didn't even ask how much he wanted for those. But when I went back the second time, it had disappeared, so someone obviously bought it. I'm not that too bothered about it though, because character building figures don't really go for very much. I probably even overpaid paying £5 for those few, but I thought I'd pick them up just because I've done two. This is the Macmillan Cancer charity shop stall that's there every week. They always have quite good stuff. There's some top trumps there, you might just be able to see them. One pack I picked up, the other pack there I left just because they were in bad condition. But yeah, getting close to the end of my first walk around this car boot.
£7 for him.
So that's for Maggie. What age is it? Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, but you.
How much do you want for it?
£4.
How much do you say?
£4.
So yeah, I'm getting down to the end of the car boot now. This is the sort of trader end, like the ones that get in early, and it always seems to be the same people every week. I see that guy every week. He always has the same vintage books and things. Then there's other traders, so I've sort of cut out most of that footage because it's boring. There was a lady selling these pops though, but they're low value ones. Don't tend to pick up Funko Pops. This guy had some James Bond DVDs, but he wanted £1 each for them, and they're not. They do sell, but they don't sell for very much, so there's not any profit on them. There was some plush on this stall that I sort of looked at, but decided not to get in the end. So yeah, that's the first go around, so I'm on the way back to the car now. I don't film anymore at this car boot. I put my phone away for the second go round just so I can concentrate a bit more on picking stuff up. But you'll see the stuff I picked up in the haul. So now we're at the Tesco Trader car boot, I like to call it, just because it's full of traders. You can see here instantly. This is the toy trader that I usually mention. He didn't have anything this week. There was an Ood figure. I'll point that out in a second. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't anything. There it is, there, the Ood in the black. But yeah, I didn't have anything else of interest this week. But yeah, you'll see from the footage that I show you now, this car boot is awful. It's a market as well, so there's market stalls, but like literally 95% of the stalls are traders. Look, there's a guy selling like 50 vacuum cleaners, vintage stuff. He's a trader. There was jigsaws there cheap. There's tools everywhere you look. That's the DVD guy. I did buy a couple of things off him last week. More tools. So you can see the kind of stalls that are up this car boot. That's why I don't like coming here. I don't always come here, but I was in the mood because I was filming. I thought I'd show you what it's like because I mention it every week, so I thought I'd at least show you. This stall I did buy a couple of things off.
How much do you do?
£1.
And the DVDs?
£1 as well, apart from this one, that's
Okay.
£1.50.
As you can see, it's a family stall. There was a CD for £1 and a DVD for £1.50. I did check the discs in the case.
$2.50 and yeah. There's 2. There you go.
That's lovely, thank you. Thanks.
This stall was the only other one that I bought something off. Again, a trader. You can tell even just by the way it's set up, it's a trader. There's some top trumps there that I pick up 50p.
There you go. Thanks very much.
But yeah, I cut out tons of footage from this car boot because it's all not very interesting. There were some figures here. This stall had a Doctor Who figure on it. You can see there. Professor Yana, Series 3, it was bashed up and he wanted £8 for it and I was like, no way. But yeah, there was a couple of family sellers here, like this one, but nothing of any interest. There were a couple of DVDs, there was a serial one, but nothing of interest.
Her items are where she's standing now. Thank you very much.
More traders, like almost like house clearance, that one.
I don't know if we should go down. I think we should go down. Let's go now.
So yeah, hopefully this video gives you an idea of what this car boot's like compared to the other one. And that's why I don't pick up much from this second one. So yeah, I'll go back to the car now. Yeah, I literally did one circuit of that car boot. Just went. So hope you found that interesting, the comparison between the two. And stay tuned for my haul, that'll be coming later today. So take care everyone, thanks for watching, bye.